This is the VSAC Paying for College presentation. VSAC has been helping students of all ages save, plan, and pay for college or training since 1965. We help Vermonters with exploring careers, saving for college through our VHEP program, Vermont Higher Education Investment Plan, planning for college, as well as with paying for college through information and financial resources. The premise underlying need-based financial aid programs is that the family has the primary responsibility to pay for post-secondary education. Need-based financial aid is meant to assist families with paying for college, but not replace resources that the family has in order to help the student. In this process, we are looking at parents and students as partners in having that primary responsibility. In the college admissions process, as well as the financial aid process, communications is key to student success and making good choices. We want to take the parent and student expectations, combine it with great planning and using resources like the school counseling office and VSAC to find that sweet spot, those good college matches where everybody's on the same page. This is a communication process that's ongoing and will continue on even into the student attending college. There are many different types of assistance available to help students with paying for post-secondary education. There are things such as grants and scholarships. Those are both free money that can help a student pay for college. Grants and scholarships are also called gift aid, and gift aid is available to students. Grants would be based on the family's financial need, and scholarships usually involve something that the student has, a talent or an aspect or something they've done like community service, where they would earn that scholarship money. Grants are available for students if they show need and they apply in time, they are eligible for those, whereas scholarships have a competition component. Usually everyone who applies for a scholarship meets the initial requirements. However, students need to prove that they are the one most worthy to receive that. Additionally, there's work study and education loans. These are called self-help forms of financial aid. Work study is where a student gets a job through the college and they earn money that they can use toward their daily expenses. And education loans are exactly as they sound. They are money that students or parents would borrow and agree to pay back for the student's education. These types of financial aid come from many different sources. Grants, work study, and education loans could all come from the federal government. The state of Vermont has grant and scholarship programs. Local organizations sometimes have scholarships for students. Colleges often offer all of these types of financial aid. VSAC is a source of scholarships, education loans, and we administer the Vermont State Grant Program. And then there are other sources of financial aid, vocational rehab, or employers, or the Veterans Administration are all sources of financial aid for students potentially, depending on their background and what sorts of things they're looking for. When people attend a paying for college presentation, they often want to know the bottom line, which is how much do I have to come up with? And that's a very simple calculation. It's the cost of attendance or the budget at a college or university, which includes billable expenses like tuition and fees, room and board, and non-billable expenses, expenses that students might have, such as books or travel or needing to buy toiletries. The cost of attendance minus the financial aid the student receives ends up being what families need to pay. And financial aid, remember, includes loans. So a family may have costs in addition to the student loans that a student may find that they get to go to college.